Bobazia Feron Sahatide. Bobazia Feron Sahatide. Bobazia, 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 Bobazia Feron Sahatide. Bobazia Feron Sahatide. Bobazia Feron Sahatide. Bobazia, 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 Bobazia Feron Sahatide. Yes! Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night for my Caribbean people. How are you today? Come on into the room, come into the room. Kingston, Jamaica is here. Hello, Goddess Debbie. Hello, Goddess Margie. Hello, Goddess Marjorie. Hello, Goddess Cherise. Hello, Goddess Carol, Goddess Tanisha, Goddess Juella, Goddess Shanice, Goddess Afri Life Wealth. Come into the room. I'm so glad that you are all here. Yes, 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 yes. Goddess Shanice says, it's been a while since I caught your lives. I miss you. Yay, I miss you too. I'm glad that you are here. And just for everybody, just so that you know, you can always catch replays. If you miss me live, you can catch replays on the Goddess Temple podcast. Usually. Yay! I'm so glad that you all are here. It is going to be a phenomenal session. How do I know that? Because it has already happened in the quantum, and now we are just stepping into it in this Leo full moon energy. Leo full moon energy. So I'm feeling my full Leo-ness. Type into the comments, growl, if you are stepping into your powers of creation and creativity, your lioness energy this morning. Growl. Just type in the comments, growl. Yes. And you don't have to be a Leo to enjoy the Leo full moon energy. Yes, Goddess Danny, growl. Yes. Thank you. Find your vibe. Yes, growl. Yes, let's step into that. Let us step into that Leo full moon energy. This is energy of creation. This is energy of manifestation. Yes. And hello to my baby Ruby who is watching. Growl. Come on, Ruby, growl. Growl. Yes. Come on, baby. Growl. Yes. 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 That is our energy today that we are going forward with as we are talking about rewiring your brain, rewiring your magic. First of all, hit the share button, put some positivity on the timeline, rewiring who you have become into who you were born to be. Yes, Goddess Lovery says, rawr, little Ruby. Yes, rawr, growl. Yes. So we're going to do some gratitude. And then, like I said, we're going to step into that energy of rewiring our brains, our bodies, our minds, our spirit, our energy into who we really are. Because most of us spend the days, the weeks, the months of our years, we've been talking about this, not being who you were born to be. And we then practice in our minds, which is what we're doing when we are anxious or remembering things that we don't want to remember or worrying. All of those things are practicing what we don't want. So today we're going to practice what we do want. We're going to practice calling in what we do want. And I have to correct myself every time I do the calling in because I want to remind yourself and remind me that when I'm talking about calling in, I'm not really talking about something outside of yourself, like you calling in love that is outside of yourself, or health that is outside of yourself, or money that is outside of yourself, or a career or job that is outside of yourself. No, you have all of this, all of these things and more. You have all of these things. Type into the comments, I have it all. You have all of these things, but we've been practiced out of the energy of it, not by accident in most cases, which is what colonialism is, and sexism, and all of those things, racism. We've been practiced out of owning what we really deserve, what we really own, what we really are, what we really have. Yes, someone said the growl is the goddess Sekhmet energies. Yes, growling. Rawr. Yes. It's also the energy of Mbuya Nahanda, lioness energy. Goddess Mbuya Nahanda was a warrior healer who fought for Zimbabwe, and she was channeling Mahandro lion force energy, lioness energy. So it's the energy of Sekhmet, it's the energy of Mbuya Nahanda, rawr, the energy of the lioness. And so with that fierceness, that fierce lioness energy, this is the energy I want you to have when you're like, okay, I'm going to get my life. Type into the comments, I'm going to get my life. I am claiming my life. I'm taking back my life. I have it all. I'm now going to allow myself to have it all. And that is the difference. I am now going to allow myself to have it all. Yes, Goddess Debbie, she is absolutely in my book. Yes. Mbuya Nahanda. Yes, I am now going to allow myself to have it on. Yes, Goddess Gabrielle, I see she has her book in her car. She says, Still I Rise. Yes, that Dr. Maya Angelou quote, Still I Rise, her poem, Still I Rise, is reminiscent of what Mbuya Nahanda said right before she was executed. And this isn't even the path I was wanting to go down this morning, but this is the path Spirit is taking me down. Right before she was executed, the British kept trying to murder her, assassinate her, kill her, and they were unable to do so. She had her pouch on her side with her magic in it. She had her magic in her heart and in her spirit, and she became a warrior after the age of 60 to fight for her people, to fight against colonialization. And her last words were reminiscent of Still I Rise. She said, my body will rise again. My body will rise again. And so here we are. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all the people that she has impacted around the globe. Here we are, all different cultures and experiences in her energy saying, "Rawr, still I rise." Type into the comments, "Still I rise." No matter what you have experienced, no matter what your journey has been up until now, look at you. Still you are rising. Okay, let's get into some gratitude, and then let's do some rewiring. Let's rewire our energy. Let's rewire, the common phrase that a lot of people use in personal development is rewire your brain. But rewire your brain is just the beginning. That's surface level, because our brain is not just here. Our brain is in our hearts. Your brain is in your womb. Your brain is in your yoni energy. Your brain is in your arteries. Our brains are run throughout our body. So it's rewiring the idea of lack and scarcity, all of the above. All right, so let's get into some gratitude. Okay, all right, okay. My Leo energy got me all floating and elevating. But right now, just call all parts of yourself back to yourself and just be present in your beautiful body. Be present in this wonderful, incredible body. Be present in the present moment, calling all parts of ourselves back to ourself now. And just breathe. Yes, just breathe. Right here in the present moment, all is well. Right here in the present moment, you remember your power. Right here in the present moment, you know the truth. So calling all parts of you back to you now. And I want you to feel, because you are in your priestess era, I want you to feel into the energy of our global goddess circle. Feel into the energy of our global goddess circle. Just breathe and feel your energy going outward into our global goddess circle. Feel your energy leaning energetically into the sisters to the left of us. Maybe they are over there in Zimbabwe. Feel their energy, connect, hold their hands energetically. Yes. And now lean energetically into the energy of the sisters to the right of us. Okay, maybe they're in Far Rock with my girl Enchantress Shane, who I just saw in the comments. All right, hey, Far Rockaway. And just bring it all together. Bring it all together, 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 together. And we begin with Mother, Father, God. Thank you so very much for bringing us together on this empowered and beautiful day. Thank you so very much for waking us up this morning and helping us to connect with each other, helping us to find each other in this vast and beautiful globe that you have gifted us with. Thank you for reminding us that if we opened our eyes this morning, if they are within the sound, if we are within the sound of my voice and the beat of my heart, that our mission here in this earth school is not yet complete. Thank you. Thank you so very much for guiding us on this journey and awakening our Ashe life purpose energy. Please continue to guide us and to keep us and to remind us at any point in time where you would have us go, what you would have us do, what you would have us say, and to whom. And for this, we are so very grateful. And in your name, we say, Amen, Ashe, and so it is. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Yes, someone said 11:11. Yes, it was. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Woo, yes. And when I said maybe she's in Zimbabwe, I heard the correction on what our great ancestors and Mbuya Nahanda, what her quote was. It was, "My bones will surely rise again." Those were her last words. My bones will surely rise again. Type that into the comments. Yes, Ashe, my bones will surely rise again. And so when we began, when you came into the circle, the song that I was singing, Boba Zia Feron Sahati De. Boba Zia Feron Sahati De. Bobazia, 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 Bobazia Feron Sahati De. That song, actually, I learned that song in 5th grade when we were studying Southern Africa. And it was, I don't even remember the language. I believe that it was Swahili. I believe it's Swahili. And that song came to me this morning, and I thought that, that I would sing it to share it with you, because what we're talking about in rewiring the body and rewiring the brain is how our bodies and our brains and our minds are operating in a way that we might not even be aware of. We've got all kinds of stuff, stuff in our energy. Some of it is joyful. Some of it is traumatic. Some of it are the inherited experiences, generational experiences. We've got all kinds of stuff that we are programmed with, like a computer, right? And so we're living out our lives most of the time according to programming without being aware. And us stepping into our priestess era and stepping into our power is stepping into the awareness, the consciousness. Reclaiming who we are means that we are reclaiming our truth by doing away with the programming. So I want to ask you, who and what programmed you? Who and what programmed you to be who you are up until this point? Who you were before we got on this conversation? Because you're already somebody different. I'm looking at you, Instagram. I'm looking at you, YouTube. I'm looking at you, Facebook and podcast folks. You're already someone different. Who programmed you? Who programmed you? What programmed you? And let's go even deeper. Yes, Goddess Debbie, she says programming that controls us like robots. Absolutely. Absolutely. So someone says the systems. Goddess Rosemary says my parents and Christianity programmed me. Goddess Robin says some was church. Yes, who programmed you? Type it into the comments, because we were all programmed. We were all programmed. We all received programming. Who programmed you? Someone said, my parents. Goddess Tanisha said, family and school. Goddess Gabrielle says, parents, grandparents, teachers, employers, society. Okay, so let's go into it. Goddess Love Murray says, adults, religion, society. Goddess Inaya says, my mother programmed me. Someone else says, my peers programmed me. Someone else says, misogynoir programmed me. Yes. Someone else says, my elders programmed me. Someone said, parents. Yes. Yes. So we received this programming. So let's break it down. Who did your parents program you to be? Type into the comments. What did your what did your parents program you with? What did your parents program you with? And for those who said that they were programmed by religion, what did religion program you to be? Let's look into what these programs are. What did religion program you to be? Goddess Rosemary says that her parents programmed her to be a good little girl. Someone else said that their family programmed them with their beliefs. Someone else, yes, said that they were programmed with the spirit of fear. Oh, the Chic Spot says programmed with lack and fear. Goddess Tanya said that she was programmed to work hard, to be strong, to love God, to people please. Goddess Gabrielle says her mom programmed her with a good work ethic and to be a good person. Someone else said they were programmed to fit in. Goddess Alicia says she was programmed that it is not okay to be her. Goddess Tynesha was programmed to be independent. Goddess K. Rose was programmed to be a strong, independent Black woman. Goddess Tynesha was programmed to have your own. Banks of Commune was programmed with fear. Cosmic Coochie says, hey, Cosmic Coochie says that she was programmed, do what I say. Do what I say. Anybody else hear that? Do what I say, or do what I say, not what I do. Someone else says they were programmed to listen and obey. What did society program you for whether you went to school in higher education or high school, lower, middle school, college, university, whatever? What did society program you with? Excellent. Someone says that their elders programmed them to be wise, to get an education, to carry on the lineage of excellence. Goddess April says she was programmed not to question. Yes. Do what I do. Don't do what I say. Don't do what I do. Yes. Goddess Andrea was programmed not to depend on a man for anything. Someone else said they were programmed to be quiet. Someone else said church programmed them to be submissive. Someone said to Goddess Debbie, she was programmed to learn by society, to learn, to work, to die. To learn, to work, to die. We're being programmed every minute. Everything around us is programming us. Every single thing around us. For those of us who went to public school, for elementary school, we were programmed with the bells. The reason the bells rang was to let us know, okay, bing, like in a factory system, bing, when a bell rings, you follow orders, you follow instructions, you go to the next thing. You ask to even use the bathroom. You have to ask to do anything. We own you. If you've got to ask me for something, I'm the one in charge, right? So you've got to ask to do that. Someone said, follow all rules without question. Okay. So what are you at this moment? What programming is holding you back the most? Let me know in the comments. Someone said dependency. What program is holding you back the most? Goddess Alicia said it's not okay to make mistakes. Goddess Shanice says school programmed me to be a worker, not an entrepreneur. Yes. What programming right now is holding you back? Goddess Naya said these questions. Woo! Yes, these are the questions. These are the questions. Yes. Yes. Goddess K. Rose said being dependent on corporate work for money. Someone else said to be perfect. That's the programming that's currently holding them back the most. Fear of failing, says Uniquely Steven. Yes. Goddess Love Marie says that to be a good person means to be selfless. Goddess Nija Spice says overthinking and self-doubt. Beautiful Brown Queen says people pleasing, fear of feeling not enough. Goddess Debbie said, this conversation is bringing so much to the surface. Yes, this is the work that we need to do, the unrooting, the uprooting. And for those of you who are going to be joining me in June at the Priestess of Power Retreat, get ready, buckle up, buttercup, because this is just the beginning. And being that now we have this expanse of time, we're going to get to do some work in advance of that, where we're going to do some work, all of us together, get to do some of that work, and then get to be in person and really uproot it. Goddess Alicia says, not being lovable, not being lovable. These are ideas of fear and scarcity and lack. Fear of not enoughness. Someone says, holding me back, being different, and fear of failing. And over here, Goddess Beautiful Brown Queen also says the same. Fear of failing and hearing no. That's the fear of rejection. Fear of hearing no. The fear of rejection. Goddess Tanisha says, not enough time, not enough money, not enough energy. Goddess Andrea says, fear of loving. Procrastination. Goddess April says, ignoring my own feelings and making others the priority, even at my expense. Okay, now here's one. Hold on to your hats. Here's a question. Your present or your last relationship, if you're not in a current relationship, your last relationship, what is your love relationship programming you for? Your partnership, your spouse, your partner, the person that you're with, or the last relationship you were in. What did that program you? How did that program you? And what did that program you for? Someone wrote anger. Someone wrote, going back to the previous question, being a worker and blending in, even though I automatically stand out, and not being allowed to speak my mind. Goddess Danny says, woo! Danny the diva. Yes. Ooh, Goddess Lamera says, I am being held back by the notion that I need to work harder to be exceptional. And we see very clearly how that would benefit the system to program you with that. You must be exceptional. You must work harder. You're not good enough. All of those things. Uniquely Steven says, wow, to be submissive. Goddess Shoni says her last relationship programmed her to speak her truths. Goddess Patricia says, fear of success. Fear of success. Goddess Tanisha says, to be better. Forgiveness, healing, and respect. Goddess Andrea also says, to be submissive. Goddess Shilpa says that people who love always leave. Beautiful Brown Queen says, hurt and distrust. Banks of Commune says her current relationship is teaching being supported, a big change from the last one. Ashe on that. Ashe on that. Goddess Robin says her relationship programmed her with scarcity. Goddess Juella says her relationship programmed her with not outshining her man. Goddess Mlam said that she was programmed to settle. Programmed to settle. Goddess Sherry also says programmed to settle and to believe that you don't deserve your heart's desires, Goddess Mlam says. Goddess Danny says a constant cycle of growth and knowing your worth. Goddess Erin said that there is not enough money. All of these ideas of fear and lack and scarcity. When we then talk about chanting affirmations or manifesting, nothing you're doing is broken. It's just that your nervous system, your body, your mind, your spirit, your yoni doesn't have access to that because it's all caught up in the energy of all of these things that you've been taught are wrong with you. Miss Cosmic Coochie says she feels like she's being breeded. Ooh, that's a big one. That is heavy, heavy ancestral energy there. Yes, Goddess Gabrielle says the Sukuyant energy, the energy of scarcity. Yes, the Sukuyant, for those of you not familiar with the book or the deck, is an energetic vampire. Yes. Goddess Tanisha says support. Kay, the creator, says her past relationship taught her to know her worth and in the future to follow her intuition. Yes, so let's all breathe. Just take a breath, okay? Put your hands on either your belly, your heart, or your womb space, and just take a nice, big, deep breath. Yes. Big inhale again. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale the energy of love. And this time, when you inhale that energy of love, okay, I want you to pull it from the center of the earth, pull it from the center of consciousness, pull it from the center of everything in your body that knows what it knows, okay? Pull that energy right from the center of the earth right into your heart, okay? All right, nice big inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. So all of the things that we've been talking about today, all of these lessons that we have been programmed with from our families, from religion, from society, from our professions, from our education, from our relationships, all of these survival mode, scarcity thoughts, thoughts of lack, thoughts of not enoughness, all of that is what we want to shift to step into the mode and the mood and the vibe and the vibration of love, the vibration of peace, the vibration of worthiness. Just type the word worthiness, the vibration of gratitude. Type the word gratitude, the vibration of honor, self-honor, self-honoring, honoring who we are, honoring our truth, honoring the opposite of self-betrayal, which is self-love, self-compassion, self-adoration, worthiness, so that when we meet with a thought that comes from the outside, an external thought that says you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not enough in any way, shape, or form, it's like water off a duck's back. It just doesn't even compute. It doesn't even register. It's not even a part of who we are. It just can't even, it can't see us. We don't even have to be like, miss me with that, because it can't not miss you. It can't touch you. But my old heads can't touch this. Type into the comments, can't touch this. That's what we want, right? So when this stuff is coming at you from, career, from family, from, whoever it is, all of the not enoughness, it's like, can't touch this. Can't touch this. Type into the comments, can't touch this. It can't touch you. Then it literally just cannot touch you. It can't touch you. It can't see you. And you can't see it. Because it's just not in alignment. It's just not a match for who you are. It can be a match for who you were. That's fine. But for who you are at this moment and where you are going, the you that is worthy and deserving, the you that is abundant and rich, the you that is loved unconditionally, type into the comments, loved unconditionally, can't touch this. It can't touch you. It can't see you. It can't feel you. It can't be you. It can't even come close to you, because the truth of who you are, the truth of who you are is that, of course, you're worthy. Of course, you're deserving. Of course, you're beautiful. Of course, you're sexy. Of course, you're dynamic. Of course. And the lies that society told you, the lies that your trauma told you, the lies that abuse told you, the lies that all of those things, the lies that misogyny told you, the lies that misogynoir and capitalism told you, can't touch this. It cannot touch the truth of who you are. And so how do we get there? How do we get there? That is the question. And the answer is why you are here. The answer is why you are here. The answer is everything, all of the magic that we are going to be putting forward this year. The ritual. Type into the comments, ritual. The way that we shift into our divine consciousness, the way that we start to come to learn and accept, learn and accept who we really are. And that is everything that we do in this space, from, EFT tapping, right? Which is a modern ritual, which is not that different from ancestral rituals like in Southern Africa, where they do shaking to shake off, to shift energetically the things that are not working, to, rituals like our honey jar, our goddess Oshun honey jar, to rituals like going to the waterfall like we did at the Goddess of Tobago retreat, or going into the jungle like we're going to do in Belize. All of those things, you stepping into your priestess era. Thanks of Kamyu says I'm about to cry. You stepping into your priestess era, this is not new to this. You're not new to this. You're true to this. Type into the comments, I am true to this. You have been doing this for generations hence. So just like there is ancestral trauma, there's also ancestral love. There's ancestral joy. There's ancestral healing. There's ancestral gratitude and well-being. There's ancestral abundance. You are an heiress to the abundance that your ancestors have put in store for you in the vibration, the vortex. It's all there for you. And now we are reclaiming it. Now, Sankofa, we go back and get it. We go back and get it. Type into the comments Sankofa, which means we go back and get it. Sankofa, we go back and get it. And so we are claiming the ancestral healing. We're claiming the joy. We're claiming the mindfulness and meditation practices that we're going to be doing. All of these things are all just things that align us with our consciousness. All that just align us with our consciousness, align us with who we really are. Affirmations, when we have a foundation that is, in the ground, when we're grounded, when we're rooted, all of these things are just us reclaiming us. Type into the comments, I am reclaiming me. I am reclaiming me. I am reclaiming me. So I'm inviting you to show up for as many Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as I can here in this free and beautiful space. Show up at the free tapping summit. The link is on the screen for those of you who are able to see a screen. Instagram, you don't see the link, but the link for the free tapping summit is tinyurl.com/AbiolaIsTapping. Easy. tinyurl.com/AbiolaIsTapping to show up for the upcoming Priestess online virtual space course that is going to be coming in March, last week in February, beginning of March. Show up for the Priestess of Power retreat in June. Show up for you, because that is how we shift everything. I am showing up for me. 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 Are you receiving that today? I am showing up for me.